What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP, and I'm back with that true crime talk, baby. Let's go. Before we jump into it, you know what's up. Can you smash that like for your boy? And if you haven't already, it's time to make that commitment. It's free to do. You just gotta hit that subscribe button. Commit already. Been watching the content. I see y'all returning, and you ain't hitting that subscribe. What are you doing? It's free. So click, and we're committed. We're together. And this content comes straight to you. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's jump into it. Topic for this video. It's a little bit different than usual, guys. This one's a little bit different, but it still, in my opinion, falls into the true crime genre. And you're going to get a little bit of a rant. So trigger warning. If you don't like hearing truth, if you don't like hearing social stuff, politics, this and that, this might not be the video for you. But if you're daring enough to listen, the stuff I got to say is going to make some sense. All right, though. So, topic for this video is a movie review on The Sound of Freedom. Yes, I joined the masses of people that went to watch this. But, unlike a lot of the masses that went to watch this movie, your boys did some studying on this for quite a while. I've been on the up and up on this particular topic of the trafficking, whether we're talking from the little ones all the way up to full grown. And it's one of those topics not a lot of people want to touch on. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to turn a blind eye to it. And it's one of the first theories that gets shot down every time a kid goes missing. And I see content creators covering the case. And somebody brings up the possibility of this being what it is, they are quick to push themselves away from it. And I've come down to a theory. It's one of two things, right? It's one of two things. It's either they truly don't believe that this is a thing, or they're too scared to have their money messed with. And what I mean by that is content creators, we rely on the clicks and views, and we rely on having a channel, right? Those of us that make money from doing this. And so I get it. You know, a lot of people don't want to jeopardize their ability to make money, so they just stray away from it, even if the case they're covering has all the earmarks of a trafficking situation, right? I mean, people literally will have code words for this type of crime, right? To where they don't even have to say the words because they're so scared of it. Now, why would they be scared of it? Well, because there's platforms that don't allow you to talk about it. And then you start to think, why won't those platforms allow you to talk about something that's so serious? Well, you start getting into conspiracy, politics, and everything when you start traveling down that road. And a lot of people aren't geared for it. A lot of people's state of mind, IQ, whatever it may be, it's not geared towards digging into something this complex and this deep, nor do they really want to accept the depths that it goes to. So, that being said, I'll kind of give you my review on the video. Obviously, no spoiler. I'm not going to spoil it with telling you guys what happens in it, this, that. All I can tell you is, if you don't know, it's based on a true story, right? Based on a real human being that did something amazing, in my opinion. And the biggest thing about this video for me, on this movie for me, was the fact that they did it in a very realistic way, but at the same time, they did it in a very classy way, to where if you're somebody who is infuriated to the point of wanting to unalive people that do this act to children, if you're one of those people and you have a hard time watching movies like this, they did it in a way to where we could watch it and not come out extra pissed off, if that makes any sense. It was done as this movie was made on a topic that's so horrible, but they did it in such a classy way that my hats are off to the producers. It was done well. It was done very well. It got the story across. It got the emotions of the story across. It got the severity of this topic across, and the seriousness of this topic across. It did it all in an extremely classy way, while still delivering a movie that was entertaining as a movie. I was thoroughly impressed by it. I'll be honest with you. Um, I wanted to watch it. I honestly didn't know if I'd end up getting time to watch the movie before it came out, if it ever came out, right? Um, and I thought about it, this and that. And yesterday I was on break at work, and my best friend came up and he's like, "Hey man, we started cutting it up like we usually do." He's like, "Dude, what you got going on today?" I was like, "Well, YouTube videos, hang out with my daughter, the usual." And he's like, "Hey, well, you guys want to go watch a movie? We'll go catch an early movie." And I was like, "On a Monday, bro? Like, what are we talking about? What do you want to go see?" And he's all, "Dude, I want to go see that Sound of Freedom. I want to see it before I don't have a chance to see it." He's all, "Because I feel like the people up top are going to do their best to squash this movie and make it to where you can't even see it." And I was like, "Wow, okay. I like what I like what you're saying to me. I like what you're saying to me, because you're thinking how I think." And that was one of my fears deep down inside. I was like, man, if I don't get to go see it while it's in theaters, I just have a feeling like it's going to get bad backlash from the wrong people. So I was like, yeah. Told my daughter, I was like, "Hey, you want to go do this?" She's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it, bro. We'll go. I'll get off work, get ready, whatnot. You do your thing. Let's do this." So that's why I ended up going. Is that was the situation. It just worked out. Hence the reason why I only got one video uploaded yesterday. Usually Monday through Friday. I try to get, 3 to 4 videos and then 3 to 4 shorts every day, Monday through Friday. You guys kind of noticed probably. So that's why there was only one video yesterday. But anyways, that movie was amazing. It was a really good movie, guys. If you get a chance to go watch it, I implore you to go watch it. And then after you watch it, I implore you to jump down the rabbit hole. Jump down the rabbit hole, my friend, and go ahead and accept that this is reality, that this stuff does happen, because it does. And let me tell you, dude, I live in Kern County in California, and we're known for being one of the worst counties for trafficking. This is reality here for me. On my way home, a couple days out of the week, they have booths set up at some of the restaurants here in town, in the high traffic areas, banners, flags, all that about this topic, about trafficking. So it is real, dude. It is absolutely real. That being said, I'm glad I went and saw it. I'm glad it was better than what I thought. It covered things that some of us that aren't scared to dig into these topics understand. But I'm also glad that I went and watched it for myself, because I would like to denounce any corporation, any company that is speaking bad about this movie. And I implore everybody, anybody and everybody, whether you watch this movie or not, I'm telling you right now, if there is a company, a corporation, an entity of any type that is speaking bad about this movie, you need to thoroughly disengage from that company, using its products, supporting it in any way. Because I'm telling you right now, this trafficking thing goes deep. It goes extremely deep. And the type of people that are involved in it will blow your damn mind. So to watch big companies turn around and start bad mouthing this movie lets me know exactly the type of people that are running these particular companies and these entities. I don't know if that's clear for you guys. Okay? So we all know about the individual and his girlfriend that got caught for this type of behavior. You know the guy that had the island? You know I'm talking about? The guy that when he got locked up in jail, somehow unalived himself? when he should have been being watched like a hawk. Like nobody should have had eyes off of this individual because of the implications that his incarceration had towards high up people in the world. Okay, this is along those lines, guys. I'm telling you right now, I know it sounds crazy, conspiracies, but it's not. It's not. Why haven't we got a client list? And his girlfriend's locked up too now. Why haven't we got the client list? I'll explain it to you. And this is just one little circle of these sickos, right? And there's lots of higher up circles of these sickos. But I'm going to explain to you right now that individual, man, this is crazy. Okay, so that individual and his girlfriend, they have ties to foreign, we'll say foreign interests through a country that has a version of, like, CIA, FBI. They have a version of that in that country, and that organization for that country literally uses people like the gentleman that owned the island to get political figures to engage in horrible things so they can then use that to pull strings, to use those people as puppets because they don't want the information coming out. So what I'm saying is, all the individuals on that client list for that individual that owned the island that unalived himself, or didn't, in our opinion, him and his girlfriend are tied to a foreign government and an entity in that foreign government that runs these black ops types of deals. And the girlfriend's own family has ties directly to that organization. Now, I'm trying to lay this out to you best I can without saying names because I don't want this. I want to keep my channel. And I mean, if you're more interested in what I'm saying on this particular issue, go to my Discord. Just go over to my Discord and we have a better conversation there, because this isn't in-depth conversations I can have on YouTube. There are a couple individuals that have been brave enough to make videos that have this information sprinkled into it as they're covering other topics, which is genius. It's a genius way to put it out there, but you gotta be into so many topics that it makes sense, when you get the information. But that's all I'm saying, guys, is that this thing is real. This trafficking thing is real. Absolutely 100% real. And when you watch this movie and you see the type of individuals engaging in it, these rich individuals, you have to understand that this is absolutely real. And some of these circles are just degenerate rich people. And then some of these other circles are degenerate rich people that are connected. And there's a reason why they're engaging in these activities. So all that being said, I implore you to research this topic in depth. And I implore you to disengage and stop using or affiliating yourself with any company that denounces this movie. Because any company that's coming out and denouncing this movie, like talking bad about it in any way, sus, bro. Absolutely sus. Every red flag and alarm in your head should be going off the moment you see an organization, a company, an entity of any sort denouncing this movie. 100%. You know where they're aligned. So, that being said, guys, my review for this movie, it was a damn good movie. Made very, very well. I mean, classy. Made very classy. For as classy as you can make a movie covering this topic, it was done very well. And there's a reason why, if you go look how much money it's pulled on the box office, it's crushing, right? But it's crushing and still getting no positive feedback from the critics. And why is that? Because most of these critics are affiliated with companies What kind of companies? Companies like, I don't know, Disney. What are they all about? What are we learning they're all about? Like I said, guys, this is deep. It's deep. And I know a lot of people don't want to accept this as a reality that we're living in. You want to stay in this little paradigm, this little bubble, and where you're comfortable, and you don't want to believe that this stuff exists. But I'm telling you right now, the reality that you're living in is false. You got to pop out that little bubble, come into the real world, and understand it's a lot worse than what you want to believe. But you got to know these things. If you don't know these things, how are you going to learn how to move or teach your children how to move in this world? You're not. You're not going to be able to. And what you're going to do is you're just going to be a sheep. And you're going to be herded with the rest of the sheep. And you're going to teach your children to be sheep and how to be manipulated and herded like all the other ones. I don't call that parenting at all. I don't call that being a patriot at all. I don't call that being, check it out. A very strict Christian or a strict Muslim, right? They ain't down with that. I can't say much for some of the other sects, but I'll tell you right now, if you're following that tradition and that hard line from either one of those religions, bro, you ain't gonna be down with it. And if you don't have a faith that you believe in, not to hurt your feelings at all, but you do. People that claim to have no religion, no faith, they're, you know what I mean? Your faith in your religion is the belief in the structure you're living in. And so I would strongly suggest you start rethinking your stance and position on this world, good and evil, and the balance of it all, and what it all really means. Because the world you're living in, if you don't believe in all the other things, I don't know, man. You're gonna have a rude awakening. Rude awakening. But anyways, guys, I could go on for days on this. I really could. And this is actually going to inspire another video I'm going to have coming out. And it's a video that'll probably piss some more people off. I know there'll be some people that don't want to watch it because they don't believe that you should be mixing anything with politics or religion. But I believe the next video I'm going to be coming out with shortly is the correlation and the connection between this true crime genre and politics. Because to sit up here and not think that one has anything to do with the other is bananas. It's asinine. It's ignorant at the highest levels. Yeah, guys, that's all I got for this one. I hope you guys go see the movie. I hope you guys listen to what I'm talking about and go dive in and do some research on this. And anybody else that wants to have a conversation about this, like an in-depth conversation, hit me up in the comments and I'll shoot you the Discord. And we can chat about it on Discord because obviously, YouTube ain't they're not gonna like a lot of what we have to talk about. So I just want to keep it off of YouTube, right? You got to know what platform you're on and how to use it. So definitely hit me up in the chat, in the comments, and I'll hook you up with the Discord and we can chat on Discord. Because I'm the type, just as much as I like to entertain people, I like to educate people. And if there's anybody that wants to be educated and saved from living in a false paradigm, I'm your guy. Trust me. Well, I've led a lot of people to the light, baby. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys are having an awesome Tuesday. Until the next video, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator, a.k.a. TPP, baby. Much love, y'all. I'm out. Peace.